New game. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. You don't understand. Lone Wolf was my childhood, and to have a new Lone Wolf adventure from Joe Dever, oh, it's gonna be good times. I wonder if this is set after the books or during the books. What do we got here? We got easy. Enemies are weaker and they cannot attack you when a radial menu is opened. You will not get special items. Aww. Enemies are balanced and they cannot attack you when a radio menu is opened. You will get special items. Enemies are tougher and they can attack you when the radio menu is open. You will get special items and more gold. Let's go with normal. Let's just go with normal. We'll do normal. You are Lone Wolf. Your life is not an ordinary one. You assess and counter all challenges with... multiple choice menu lets you choose your path and write your own story. Pay attention on what you decide. Your actions shape the world around you. Is the music good for you guys? Is it too loud? Louder than my voice or anything? Click each icon to display its descriptions. Click the flashy icon in the center of the page to confirm your choice. Neat. What do we have here? You prefer the straight and decisive approach, although it is often reckless. You rely on your dexterity and intuition to overcome any obstacle. You carefully assess the details of any situation before attempting to overcome an obstacle. Oh man, I don't want this one, but I'm torn between these two. Oh boy, oh, I could do either of these. Rely on your dexterity and intuition to overcome any obstacle. You carefully assess the details of the situation before attempting to overcome the obstacle. Oh boy, well, I guess I can just do this multiple times, can't I? So we can see what each one's like. I'm gonna go with the thoughtful one. We'll do that for now. Alright, I can always play this again. You are a Lone Wolf, your life... Oh, you counter all challenges with intelligence. Many are the battles you have fought in defense of Summerland, wielding your... Yzor. Alright. Sword. Generally do not inflict high damage, but they are easy and quick to use. Maces are heavy, crushing weapons. They are slow to use, but inflict high damage. Axes are balanced weapons regarding damage and speed. I see. I think I'm going to go with rain. Rain. I'm sorry, I was reading chat. I have not seen Wolf's Rain. I'm going to go with sword. Because I like swords. Many of the battles you have fought in defense of Summerland wielding your sword. You are more than a gifted warrior. You possess special Kai disciplines that give you mastery of. Okay. Survival combines skills of Master Tracker, Hunter, and Explorer. Healing restores your health and improves your meditation skills. Oh, I have to choose between these two? I can't just, like, select all of them at once? Oh, I'm not a big fan of that, because what if I wanted to have healing and Hunter? Alright, I guess I'll choose healing. What else do we got? Mind over matter lets you manipulate objects in your immediate environment. Mind Blast and Mind Shield transforms your mind into a powerful psychic weapon and psionic shield. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, man. That's a tough choice. I'm going to go with Mind Blast and Mind Shield. I'm going to go with that one. I'm going intelligent, right? So let's do mind stuff. Alright, what do we got here? You're able to perform extraordinary martial feats through your weapon mastery of weapon skill. Animal kinship enables you to communicate with and influence most animals. Ooh. I'm going to go with sword, or weapon mastery. What else we got? Your sixth sense enhances your natural intuition, helping you identify and counter unseen dangers. Or, camouflage enables you to blend into your surroundings, enhancing your stealth and secrecy. Oh, boy. Well, we're gonna stick to that mind. No, you know what? You know what? How do I go back? Can I go back? Can I go back? Can I go back? I want to go back. Can I go back? Yeah, I kind of want to go back. How do I go back? Can I? I want to go back. Hey. 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 I want to go back. Seriously? It won't let me... Alright, fine. I was thinking of going back and doing, like, no psionics and all, like, skill. I should have chosen, Sixth Sense, because that fits the character more. Oh, whatever. We'll go with this, I guess. Can I not? Can I really not? Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, good. We can start this over again real fast. I'll be quick. No, I for all of a sudden, I don't know why, all of a sudden, I kind of like the idea of, my first time, instead of it being incredibly intelligent, be incredibly skilled. So dexterity and camouflage and no psionic stuff. So let's try that. I know, completely reverse my thoughts, but hey, I'm allowed. We'll still go with sword. We're still gonna go with healing. Because healing's... Yes, still with healing. But we're gonna go with, you know, we'll still go with Mind Blast and Mind Shield, because neither of these are, you know? I mean, these are both psychic. So we'll still go with Mind Blast and Mind Shield. Weapon Mastery. And we're gonna go with, Camouflage. Alright. There we go. God, I'm so excited. I want to see what both of them do. I guess I'll just have to replay the whole game again at some point. Alright, let's do this. Is this your story? Is this your past? Yes. Yes, it is.
For many centuries, the Kai Lords defended their kingdom of Sommerland from the Dark Lords of Helgedad. Many battles were fought and won by the Kai, but finally came their demise. 3 years ago, the monastery of your warrior order was attacked by the armies of the Dark Lords. The Kai were destroyed. You were the only one who survived the final battle. All seemed lost, but you retrieved the Sommersword, the one weapon that can slay a Dark Lord of Helgedad. You slew Zagana, the Dark Lord leader, and saved your kingdom from destruction. Now, the lesser Dark Lords hunger to take their revenge. It falls to you, the last Kai Lord of Sommerland, to crush their evil schemes once more.
Interesting. So this looks like it's not after the books. Maybe after the first few books? You can turn the pages by dragging them to the leftmost part of this screen or by double-clicking on the right side of the page. You can also go back to any previous page of the current chapter. Tome interface. Click on the bookmark to open the tome interface and access its sections. They will let you access everything you need to manage your character and your story. Interesting. Blood on the snow. You are Lone Wolf, the last of the Kai Lords and sole survivor of a massacre that destroyed your elite warrior order. You would prefer not to be where you find yourself now, in a narrow mountain pass blanketed with crisp snow, flanked by shadowy timberlands where icy winds whistle through the branches and chill you to the bone. You would prefer not to be here, but duty has called you to this remote part of your domain. You are the feral of this territory, and you are responsible for the safety and security of the hardy summer-loving folk who live and prosper in this harsh, mountainous borderland. Alright, let's see what we got here. Book interface. The red bar represents your vitality, the blue one your Kai power, and the green one your endurance. Interesting. Each of these icons let you access different sections of the book. Remember to put your belt to good use, place potions and other items in the slots and access them while fighting. Choose wisely since you won't be able to open your inventory during a combat session. Additionally, belt slots can be unlocked by upgrading your Kai armor. Wow! I can upgrade my Kai armor. Holy cow. This is Lone Wolf, Fire Frog. It's just called Lone Wolf. Let's take a look at my character sheet. Character sheet lets you check Lone Wolf's status. It also contains useful information about fighting abilities related to the weapons you have equipped. Improves melee damage and... oh, strength improves melee damage and Lone Wolf's natural armor. Intelligence improves all Kai disciplines and summer sword damage and Lone Wolf's turn duration countdown only. Oh, wow. Improves dexterity, improves dodge, parry rating, and critical chance of all techniques. Interesting. Interesting. Strength 11, dexterity 10, intelligence 10, dexterity 11. No, 14. Dexterity 14. Interesting. Damage 350 to 437 per hit. Critical hit chance 7%. Armor 8, dodge parry 7%. Neat. Alright, what do we got here? It's a sword, plus 1 dexterity, can be equipped in the offhand. Wait, I can dual wield? Yay! Quick attack, a swift and precise strike with your main weapon. Quick attack is very difficult to dodge or parry, even for a veteran warrior. Costs 400 endurance. Heavy attack. Powerfully, a slow strike inflicts high damage and triggers an additional attack if it connects. This slow strike is more likely to parry or dodge. Costs 500 to 650 endurance points. Combined attack. A single blow that can trigger an additional sequence of 3 strikes. So long as each strike connects successfully, the execution of the whole sequence inflicts high damage. 600 to 900 endurance. Interesting. We've got shields. Armor 60. Vitality plus 50. Armor bonus applies only when parrying. Wolf Slice. A cutting blow dealt with a shield that causes hemorrhage. Also inflicts shield damage. Wolf's Charge. A direct charge at your enemy that ends with a crushing strike dealt with a shield. It will stun the enemy temporarily. Wolf's Resilience. A defensive stance that lets you dodge all melee attacks. Attacks that are not dodged successfully will be parried. It always gives the initiative to the enemy. Interesting. Knives. Plus 1 dexterity. Throw a knife. A knife thrown at the enemy which inflicts standard projectile damage. Costs 1 throwing knife. Multiple throws. A sequence of knife throws at a single enemy which inflicts damage for each knife that hits the target. 3 throwing knives. And Fan of Knives. A sequence of knives throwing at multiple targets which inflicts damage for each knife that hits successfully. Costs... wow. There's a lot of there's a lot to this, isn't there? Oh, hey, Piph! Piph, are you around? You want to help me? We're playing Lone Wolf, man. You know, something you and I have done from time to time. Sir. I don't know if you're there or not. If you are. Hang on. It would make perfect sense to see if we can get Piph in here, because we've done Lone Wolf books before. He might not be around. Oh well. Alright, we'll just keep going. So, there's a lot of depth to this, isn't there? I think. Melee techniques. Summer sword. Let's see. What do we got here? Sunburst. You unleash the power. Okay, hang on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna call Piph. I'm gonna call Piffrikins. Because I like that. I think that makes sense to have him here. Have him here. I think he'd probably really enjoy this too. I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. Obviously, I can't make too many judgments on this yet. I haven't even really started the game, but I'm so nostalgically excited. I can't believe this game has slipped by me for so long. I love Lone Wolf. I guess I just never really paid much attention to it because it was like an app game, and I don't play those very often. And I heard that it came out on Steam, but I don't know. I just never looked into it. I'm sad now that I didn't. Hang on, I'm waiting for Piph to call me. So, then we'll continue once he's on board. Hello? Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going pretty darn well. I've been enjoying the crap out of this latest
What you
game
been playing?
Metro.
I've heard about that. Hang on a second. Do you want some Lone Wolf? I've heard about this. It's an actual game. It's written by Joe Dever, so the same guy that did the Lone Wolf books. But they made a game out of it, and I have never played it. But I'm apprehensively excited, and it seems pretty good so far. I haven't started the story. I've just made the character. So, okay. Can you see it? Okay. Yes. So I was just checking out all my combat abilities and all that. I chose a quick guy, so he's got lower strength and intelligence but higher dexterity. My Kai disciplines. The only thing I didn't like is it didn't let me just choose out of all of them. It kind of gave me like, choose between these two. Now choose between these two. Now choose between these two. Which, yeah, but still. So I chose healing, I chose weapon mastery, I chose camouflage, and I chose mind blast and mind shield. They kind of grouped those together, which it makes sense in my opinion. And then it's I'm looking at so I don't know much about this game. I haven't heard a whole lot about it, but apparently the combat is combat-y from what I'm understanding, because I've got combat abilities. Like each of these does different things and costs a certain amount of points to do, and there's like a time. So I don't think it's gonna work like the Lone Wolf books do. I think there might actually be some sort of like maybe Final Fantasy-esque type fighting. I'm not sure. But I know the story is still book form. So, hang on. I was looking at the Summer Sword. The Summer Sword. Because he actually says sword. Summer Sword. What do we got here? Sunburst. You unleash the power of the Summer Sword as a surging stream of divine fire which hits a single enemy. It costs 950 Kai. And that's it. That's all I have. Oh, doesn't that look like a really sad sun?
Or he's just really hot.
What do we got here?
No, on those extraordinarily hot days are like, oh, why can't it get any cooler today?
And hey, this is my character. Cool. No pun intended. Okay. How do I get to my inventory? Do I have an inventory, I just don't know how to get to it. What's this? Oh, open book interface. There we go. Alright, so what do we got here? We got character sheet, that's what I was just looking at. Map. The world map lets you decide which narrative section to unlock next. Pay attention when you choose. Some decisions can't be undone. It also lets you access the merchants you have unlocked. Merchants I've unlocked. The world map can be accessed from the tome interface. This is already more in depth than I thought it would be. If I have merchants. I mean, the Lone Wolf books had shops you could visit from time to time, but not at will.
Yeah.
Meditation is the skill that Lone Wolf uses to rest and recover vitality points, endurance, and Kai power. You can meditate only before leaving your current location, before triggering a new narrative section. Okay, makes sense. If you are ambushed while meditating, you will start the combat session with your Kai powers on cooldown. Well, that's not good. Okay. I have no idea what we're doing. All I know is that we're here.
So you're telling me right now that you picked all of your skills and you did not pick
I did not
Sixth
pick
Sense?
Sixth Sense. I
How
know.
dare you? That is the most important skill.
Because
It will
the
save
thing
your
is
life.
that I was thinking of choosing intelligent and a whole bunch of mind stuff, so like mind over matter and Sixth Sense and all that, but I went dexterity and skill stuff, so. But hey, it's a reason to play through it again. Journal! Ooh, let's look at my journal. Let's see the story. Let's see if it tells me the story so far. Let's see, the journal contains additional information about your mission, the world around you, together with quest items. Alright. My current objective. Your long journey has led to a shocking discovery. Rockstarn is under attack! I didn't know this. You rush towards the village, praying all the while that it is not too late to save them. Did I know this? I don't think I knew this. Well, it's a good thing the journal's here to tell me.
And when did the... What, did we skip the forest part?
Yeah, I guess so. What's this? Sly knife. This small and specialized knife may not be a lethal weapon. If you are skilled enough, however, it can help you open most locked doors and chests. Cool.
You do have a lot of
Semi-Swede.
attacks.
3 years ago, you retrieved the Semi-Swede, the Sword of the Sun, after a perilous quest. Summerlund had been invaded by the forces of Dark Lord Zargana, and you returned home in time to slay him. So, I think this takes place after the first few books.
Okay. I want to give you guys a bit of a backstory. So, the story actually officially started out with you getting knocked out by
You got knocked out by a tree and your order died.
Yes.
But you didn't.
Yep. You didn't because you were clumsily stealthed in the bushes.
And by that he means knocked unconscious by a tree branch.
Yeah, that's and that happened, and then your character tried desperately to not get into the forest, but lo and behold, the railroading did not allow him to not go into the forest.
We did the books with Piph. Piph had a grudge against forest because not only did it knock him out once, but it also... it's like every time we walked into a forest, bad things happened. So he just started, like, avoiding them like the plague.
Like, I know what happens in there. One tree took me down. There's hundreds of them.
They're everywhere. Okay. So that's the journal. What else do we have? We have settings. I don't think I need to go there. What's this? Inventory. Hello. Let's look at our inventory. The inventory lets you change your equipment and arrange the items you will access from your belt in combat. To equip items or move them to your in your bags, just drag them and release them over the highlighted spot. Okay, cool. So what do I got? What's this? This is my Kai leather armor. Yeah, apparently I can upgrade leather on my armor and stuff. Plus 200 Kai, plus 50 endurance, 3 belt slots. That's my sword. That's my shield. Those are my daggers. That's
your other dagger.
Well, that's my dagger scabbard, and those are my daggers, my throwing knives. I've got 2 potions that restore endurance. I've got a potion that restores Kai power, and I've got a healing potion that restores 1200 vitality and endurance. Ooh. Oh, it's Lampspur. Lampspur. And I got a Lampspur oil that restores even more. I've got a broth that restores all kinds of things. 20 throwing knives, 5 lockpicks. Neat. That's my backpack. My backpack.
It looks like you can get
Yeah,
a
it
lot
does.
more.
Yeah. So I have 8 slots right now, but I can eventually upgrade it to be, what, 16, 20 slots, I guess? And then who knows what
Right,
these are.
yeah. There's probably extra
By the end
backpack
of this
slots.
adventure, Lone Wolf is just a massive backpack with a sword. And I've got 30 gold.
I wish I could.
Okay.
Oh, I want to make a character.
Alright,
like that.
so let's continue. Oh, hang on, I probably have to.
You're in your inventory, good sir.
Okay.
You need to get out of
Alright.
your inventory.
No? Oh, I want to. Yes, I want to. Actually, can I please exit my inventory?
Think about
No,
it.
I don't want to go to the main menu.
Down the bottom right. When
Or
you
that.
Oh, okay. No, you just flip the page. Okay.
You have received a disturbing report of enemy activity around the mining village of Rockstorn, and all communication with the village has ceased. Fearful that the settlement may have been attacked by Gax and other Darkland raiders, you have come here to assess for yourself the true situation. After a seemingly endless trek through snow and ice, you have almost reached your destination. Your horse becomes increasingly nervous as you approach the outskirts of the mining settlement.
I don't know about this. Oh.
Watch me read, folks. This is how good I read.
Are you sure I should jump off this cliff?
The smell of wood smoke is being carried along the chill along the chill air, and its acrid aroma unsettles you both. This is not the reassuring smell of smoke that arises from hearth or furnace in the depths of winter. This is the smell of wanton destruction. Your heart sinks. You have journeyed here as quickly as harsh weather would permit, but despite your valiant effort, you may have arrived too late.
Sound like you're about
Yeah,
to
I
say
know.
wonton
I thought it.
soup.
Oh, hello. Time to make my choice. I didn't master that discipline.
Yeah. What are you trying to do?
You don't want to waste any more time. Urge your horse to gallop, or you decide to be careful and proceed on foot. No, I think we're going to be quick, because people might need our help. And our horse.
Don't leave me behind, man.
I wonder if choosing those increases your stats in that category. That would make sense, like the more intelligence you use, the higher your intelligence gets. Though, realistically though, you could just make bad ideas all the time. The smell of wood smoke is being carried along... Oh, okay, hang on. I already read all that. So I go continue from here. Time is not your ally. Hurriedly, you mount your horse and urge him to a full gallop. The road is covered with snow, but... Hang on, you know what? Actually, I'm going to go to my character sheet, not my inventory. Or maybe I should just...
Oh, I think you got
Did I?
damage. Yeah. Oh, that might have been, like, use of...
Oh.
Like...
Hey. What happened? I just started this journey!
Yeah, you used
Ah.
your vitality. to do
The
that,
road
I
is covered with
suppose.
snow, but... Your horse is strong and sure-footed and well-suited to these difficult conditions. Okay, then why that picture then? If this is true, why this?
Somebody.
Don't you lie to me, book. Don't you lie to me, book.
Dark Wizard's just like, I can't even.
You're
Bye.
passing through a winding section of the trail when suddenly a horse comes to an abrupt halt and rears up on its hind legs. There is a trap concealed beneath the snow on this part of the trail, and your horse has detected it and reacted immediately to the danger. That's good, but why this? What does this even mean?
I'm not sure where the hand is. Like, oh my, what happened?
I
to
don't know.
Like a giant's hand, like slammed
Maybe the
down
horse
next
was
to
like,
it or
ha
something?
ha, dodged it. That was the trap, a giant hand. Unfortunately, it is too late to avoid falling into its deadly embrace. With a loud crash, the snow ground collapses under your horse hoofs, casting you both into this steep side pit. Oh, okay. Well, that's what that picture's for. You are thrown head first from the saddle, and you land painfully on the rocky base of this pit trap. You are left badly bruised and lucky to be alive. Sadly, your horse has not. Just has not. Period.
Has not. There's no period, though. I can
has
see
not
there's
fared
no
so
period.
well.
Has
It
not.
is lying on its right side,
okay.
neighing painfully with all 4 of its legs badly broken. Oh God, horsey, no!
Oh, what are you
God,
doing to me? I knew this was a terrible idea, but what the fuck?
Oh my God, I'm sorry. This game is teaching you to not be strong. Don't use brute strength.
Yeah, just press forward.
I'm sorry. Oh wait, I have healing. Use your Kai's healing skills to help your horse. Decide to end your horse's pain as swiftly as possible, or consider it while he dies slowly. No. Or you consider a merciful way to ease the pain of your horse. No, I'm going to heal. Oh God, horsey, I'm so sorry. You place your hands around each of his broken legs in turn, using your Kai healing powers to mend the fractured bones. The warmth of your grip soothes the poor animal. He rests his weary head on the ground and breathes calmly. Take heart, dear friend. You will be as right as spring rain before very long, you say in a comforting tone, while in your head thinking, though I don't think you can get out of this pit, so you'll probably starve to death. Your assurance is an honest one. You're making me a liar book. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Your assurance is an honest one. You can already feel the bones in his legs are beginning to mend. He will be able to stand in a short while. Your care and perseverance is rewarded when your horse is able to rise up and stand once more. He is a little unsteady, and he is looking at you, judgingly.
Look, dude.
Every time! Right? He is a little unsteady on his newly mended legs, and he is incapable of supporting your weight, but he is fit enough to walk. Within a day or so, he will be trotting and galloping as if this painful incident had never occurred. As part of the pit wall collapsed when the trap was sprung, the mass of fallen earth has compacted snow provides you with a way to escape the confines of the treacherous hole. Oh, good. So he won't starve to death. Good job. Good job, book. Well, that would be a dick move. It's like, you heal his legs, but...
He's still in a hole. You know
yeah,
this player,
you
right?
chose the skills. I don't know why you did that. Alright. You lead your horse up the steep ramp created by the collapsed pit wall and emerge onto the firm surface of the trail. You pat your horse's head reassuringly and retrieve... He says, don't touch me.
I think I forgot about 2 seconds ago.
And retrieve your equipment and personal items from the saddlebag. The horse senses that you must leave him now and go on alone. He neighs softly yet sadly. No. The horse says, F you, I'm headed home.
Oh,
You've
so
got
sad.
1 minute to get your stuff before I ride off with it.
Oh, what a shame. I can't go with you. Oh. Well, go fuck yourself.
Should I give Lone Wolf a nerd voice? Fear not, dear friend. You have fulfilled your duty with great courage. Now you must return alone to the monastery where you will be safe. Go so fast as you are able. We shall be reunited before too long.
Try to break my legs again.
I imagine like Lone Wolf is like a LARPer, but actually living the dream. Your horse lowers his head and affectionately he nuzzles your shoulder. His unquestioning love and loyalty warms your heart. Maybe that's just what Lone Wolf thinks. It's just like
Just like bashes his head against his shoulder.
and he thinks
aside.
he truly loves me. With a last pat of his forehead, you send him on his way, back along the track in the mountain road that leads to the Kai Monastery. You watch him go until he is lost among the trees. Then you steel your nerves and resolve once more to reach Rockstarn as quickly as you can on foot. Though you also think that if you had just chosen to go on foot in the first place, you would not have been delayed by all of this. You follow the road as it snakes gently through the high timberlands, and it is not long before you see the path straighten as it approaches the entrance of Rockstarn. Hello. There you go.
I think you can double click it, but I also think
yeah,
also
it scares me though because I have to like scroll off the screen to do that. I might just do it though. A whirling gray spire of smoke is rising into the cloudy sky above this ravaged settlement. It is being carried along by the icy breeze that whips and howls through the main street. A rustling sound makes you freeze in mid-step. Slowly you turn to face the sound, and you see a pair of hooded amber eyes staring at you from the cover of the snowy foliage. They are the eyes of a wolf, an old male with a distinctive patch of white fur in the center of its forehead. You sense that the rest of his pack is close by. The pack leader nuzzles his way through the foliage and approaches you.
I think so. Is nuzzling.
Huh. Okay. That's not foreboding at all. Good doggy.
What?
His thick gray body fur is highlighted with gold-colored hairs that ripple and gleam as he draws closer. He is a powerful hunter, yet you have no need to be afraid of him. With a narrowing of his wise eyes, he warns you that great danger lies ahead. You who has no animal kinship.
Yeah, is that
no
like,
animal kinship to speak of.
Great.
He warns you.
He's actually saying, "Get the fuck out of here before our pack falls." You.
Once again, just one guy with lone wolf things. Yes, my friend, you murmur quietly.
Good,
yet face this danger I must. Here are my people. They are my pack. I am their leader and I must protect them. The wolf's just like, the hell is he talking about? I'm killing this actually cool story so far, but I don't care. Mountain Pass. I don't know, Piph, I'm so giddy because it's a new Lone Wolf book. I have a new Lone Wolf book. Random encounters. While moving on the map or during meditation, there's a chance that you will trigger a random encounter. Alright. Should I meditate?
You have gotten your magic
I should
down,
meditate.
and also your other
and
stuff.
everything else. So let us meditate. You don't sense immediate dangers. This is a safe place to meditate. Do some calculus. I have centered my chi, I guess. Alright.
Well, it's like that horse had never fallen down into that pit
Except
and broke all of his
must
legs.
get to the town as quickly as possible. Sits down and meditates.
Hold on. I need to fix the mistake I made.
Oh, the village of Rockstarn is now full of dead people. Had you gotten here an hour sooner. The village of Rockstarn was once thriving and vibrant mining community nestling among the slopes of the surrounding mountains. Life here on the border with the Darklands is harsh, yet the villagers of Rockstarn are a hardy and industrious community. They are fiercely loyal to you, their liege lord, and the King Unlar of Summerland. Now Rockstarn lies silent and smoldering. The noises of the steam engines and its armory no longer echoes among the high peaks. Cautiously, you approach the entrance to the village. It is eerily quiet. The smell of wood smoke that you detected from the distance is now heavy with a cloying stench of death. You stare unblinkingly at the horrific scene that greets you. The blood-soaked and lifeless bodies of villagers lie strewn about the streets. Many were...
Dude, just blink, alright? You should probably blink. That's probably not okay with your eyes.
Many were cut down as they fled, while others died fighting desperately to protect their loved ones and their homes, saying all the time, if only a Kai Lord could get here an hour sooner.
Those trees were a tricky one.
Recent snowfall has covered the slain with a thin white shroud, sparing you the unsettling sight of their gaping frozen wounds. All around, several shops and dwellings have been badly burned or completely destroyed by fire. There are too many victims hereabouts for you to gather their bodies and give them a decent burial, as the customary practice in Summerland. The terrible price that has been paid by the villagers of Rockstarn, partly as a consequence to your late arrival, weighs heavily on your heart. Good on you, book. Good on you for not letting me get away with that. Just gonna put out there, part of this is your fault.
Yay!
You close your eyes, raise your face to the cloudy sky, and make a silent plea to the goddess Aishur to gather and protect the souls of the slain. And yes, interesting note, goddess Aishur is also the goddess in my arena story that I write, and also the goddess that they keep talking to in Ardenfell. Because of this, because of Lone Wolf. Every time I think of a goddess, I think Aishur. Anyway, you open your eyes and advance along the main street. Your nerves are taut as wound steel wires. Then you hear something. It is the sound of bare feet on fresh snow. It is followed by the rattle of loose armor and the gurgling growl that sets your pulse racing. It is a Gak. Ok ik ok teg jaknik. It drools through its sharp, uneven teeth. You recognize the foul Gak language. How did you recognize it? And you know enough to translate the creature's chilling utterance. I bring you a slow death. I'm going to leave you alone, and you will die slowly as you age. Your fears are confirmed by the presence of this hateful Gax. Rockstarn has been attacked by a Gak riding party. The creature stalking towards you is only one of the many now occupying the village. The Gax closes in, and defiantly you stand your ground. You can expect to receive no mercy from this creature, and you will give none in return. Dun dun dun.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Watch, it just opens up to like the
Are we done with
character
the book?
table and a random number generator.
It
It might.
might do that.
Or it might not.
Now it's time to find Waldo. Oh,
Oh, hello.
Are you
I think I'm actually battling him. When the action buttons appear near Lone Wolf's body, it means that it's your turn to strike. Each button grants access to a specific class of abilities according to the position and look. Kai powers, melee techniques, summer sword, ranged weapon. Nice. Tactical time bar. During your turn, make your choices before the yellow bar empties. You won't be able to attack or use consumables before the bar is completely refilled. Okay. Okay. It's neat. Okay. So, melee. Okay, I know about these. I read them. Thank you. Oh, hello. What's this? Offhand abilities. The green bar represents your endurance, which is the resource used to perform physical actions, including all melee combat techniques and offensive action events. Okay, that's not offhand abilities at all. You lied to me. Okay, let's do combined attack. In order to perform a directional action correctly, click and drag the arrow as suggested on the screen. If you miss it, the arrow will disappear. Okay. Neat.
You better be ready.
Oh boy. I missed it. It's very laggy.
What did I tell you?
Alright, we'll do a heavy attack. It missed! Why is it so laggy? Hang on a second. Options. Video settings. Let's turn all that off, huh?
Yeah, it's not freaking shadow quality.
Let's see if that helps. You lose! You lose, Lone Wolf!
It just opens back up. She, like, you basically dead.
Oh, it's gonna start the battle
again.
again.
Long with your options.
Oh. Okay, well, that's good at least. Sure, we'll keep the settings. Okay. Alright. Let's try this again. Thank you. Got it. Sweet. I did it. It's still a bit laggy, but not bad. Debuff. Some attacks can cause altered status to both enemies and Lone Wolf. Each status has different characteristics, and some of them can be cured by elixirs. Debuff. Cause physical damage over time. Cause fire, holy fire damage over time. Cause poison damage over time. Target is stunned and unable to act for a while. Target is unable to perform melee and ranged attacks. Or is watching porn. One of those two. The target receives more physical damage. The target is unable to dodge or parry. Also, the target has less time to act, with each action requires greater effort to perform. The target deals more damage but is unable to dodge or parry. Lone Wolf's Kai disciplines are temporarily disabled. Lone Wolf's Vitality, Kai Power, and Endurance are reduced by half until the end of the current fight. Good God. Lone Wolf is temporarily incapacitated and cannot act. For a limited time, the enemy can't attack with the main hand weapon. Causes physical damage over time that increases progressively. Whoa. When the debuff is active, Lone Wolf is has limited time to defeat his enemy. Endurance, automatic regeneration is temporarily halted. Cool. Alright, let's do a strong attack. Oh yeah!
You got him good. Wow, that green bar is...
Hi. Uh-oh. Ow. Ow. Ha-ha! Hopped right back up. Right. Let's do another combo attack. Sweet. And let's do... that's not what I wanted to do. But alright, it works. Oh yeah, no, this is what I want to do. I wanted to... Defensive stance! Haha! You missed me! That was cool. I like this!
Wow.
There's actually some depth to this. And I look like a badass before walking away.
Your horse
So,
back.
am I to understand that this is basically like my old Lone Wolf books, but there's actual combat? So, like, my dreams come true. The only dreams I ever had, Piph. The only ones.
I know how dreams work. They can't reel.
They can't reel. But what if I tried, Piph? What if I tried?
Well, in that case, still no.
Aw, hang on a second, guys. I'm checking to make sure that I wasn't called by anything important. Alright.
Obama.
Oh, I played a game earlier today, some Super Nintendo game I never played before, where I named a character Obama. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a weird game. Anyway, your fears are confirmed, but... Oh, okay, the gap closes in and defiantly Oh, okay, I've read all this, so I just loot now. Loot after I walk away, apparently. Pine, common timber, used by merchants to upgrade weapons, armor, and bags? Oh, wow. Lamps per potion?
I'm surprised too. How does wood upgrade bags?
You have no idea. You make them... I really don't know, buddy. Take it all.
Yay.
You derive no pleasure from killing, but if there is one survivor still alive in the village, you vow to do everything you can to keep them safe. To find and keep them safe. You turn away from the Gax corpses and scour the surrounding buildings for signs of life. But this part of Rockstorn and its inhabitants were hit especially hard. It looks as if the Gax wanted to make doubly sure that nobody could escape and raise the alarm. The houses and stores are badly damaged. Their once fine facades blackened and charred by fire. The closest building is near to collapse. Much of the roof has fallen in and its walls are cracked and holed. Above the smoldering door you can still see a sign and make out the inscription. Hankar's store. The store is in such dangerous condition you feel it is unsafe to enter it. However, it has an attached warehouse that has survived virtually intact. You try to enter, but the door has been barred from the inside.
Do you try to thief your way inside, or just ignore it?
You try and reach the large hole that you spotted in the front of the building. Rely on your strength to bash the door down, so hit your head against it, yeah. And I didn't master this discipline, so we're going to do this. I don't think I'm ever going to do this again. Start to climb. Making a decision through the multiple choice menu may trigger an action event to be ready for anything or face the consequences. Be ready for anything or face the consequences. You can choose how to interact with the action events in the game settings. You can choose between keyboard or mouse interaction. In order to perform a precision action event correctly, wait for the external outline to touch the central circle. When the circle glows, click it. If you miss it, the circle disappears. So I guess this replaces the random number generator. Okay, got it. Ah, I missed it! The handhold crumbles. Okay. Yeah, so this replaces the number generator, I guess. Alright. With little difficulty, you climb the damaged front of the building and peer in through a gaping hole in the wall directly above the main door. Below, you can see the storage area of this general store. Its goods and produce lie scattered everywhere. You sense the presence of Gax, although you cannot be sure how many are lurking here. Then, they scuttle into view. They are fighting over a leg of cured ham they have found. Roughly, they claw and shove each other as they struggle for possession of this haunch of meal. You watch as they come closer to the barred door. When they are below your position, you decide to use the element of surprise to your advantage. You leap down and attack them, catching them unawares. No choice there? Alright.
That's what your character
What if I
would
wanted
do,
to know
Squee.
who won between the leg of mutton? Or ham?
What you need to do...
Let's do this.
Oh,
When
wow,
you are
let's do
fighting two or more enemies, you can choose which to attack by clicking on them. Oh, that's helpful. Alright. Wait. What?
You don't
I have
any-
nothing. I thought I got them by surprise.
Surprise!
This was a horrible idea, Lone Wolf.
Yeah.
What made you think this was a good idea? Seriously. What made you think this was smart? I'm going to attack them even though I am extremely exhausted. I missed!
I'm clearly not ready.
Curses. Oh gosh. Ow. Oh boy. Alright, parry. Time to parry. Nice. Nice. I think I need a potion. Alright, got him. Let's just parry against the other guy, because we're not...
I don't think you have parry back
Oh
yet.
boy. Alright, inflicts damage. Stun. Stun, please.
You don't have enough green for that.
Okay.
You have only a few seconds. There goes.
Booyah! I'm sure I probably needed that for later. Okay. Precision directional event. In order to perform a precision directional action correctly, wait for the arrows to overlap, and then drag on the screen. Okay. Oh, sweet. Haha! Right, let's finish him off. Ah, I missed it. Alright, just a quick attack and he'll be fine. He'll be dead. Woohoo!
There's a thing about that. Like a
Lone Wolf gives no F's about your Lone Wolf symbol. Did you see that face? That's apparently what he thinks about it. I love how after he kills him, he stares at him like, yeah, what? Seriously, Lone Wolf. That was a horrible idea. I'm going to use the element of surprise. Oh crap, I'm way too tired.
Haha! Tell me as I take this breather.
Haha! This was once a thriving general store, but now it lies in ruin, its structure badly damaged by fires that were started deliberately by marauding Gax. Much of its stock has been looted or despoiled by the unwelcome invaders. A map of Rockstarn and the surrounding mountainous area hangs on the soot-blackened wall. The mining village is built on... Hang on one second. I need to replace that thing on my belt.
Potion? Maybe
Yeah,
that
let's
lesser
do
one
that.
might be better.
Alright, anyway. The mining village is built on a plateau of rock overlooking the sunken forest. The entrance to its famous Bornen mines is located in the southeast part of the crater-like wall of rock that surrounds and contains the wooden depression. You suspect that Bornen may be the reason why the Gax have attacked Rockstorn in force. You search through the debris that cover the floor, but there is little of value to be found. You are about to stop your search and leave the store when behind the store's counter, you discover something that sparks your curiosity. It is a large wooden chest, and it is locked. And we are thieves.
Break it open! Battle it!
No, apparently there's a minigame for this.
Oh my god.
Do I get the same battle music? No. That'd be hilarious. To open the lock, you must find the right position for the pick. You can rotate the pick by dragging it to the left or right, and the pick will rotate around the lock. When you position the pick, you can try and force the lock with a knife. You can force the lock with the knife by dragging it to the left. You can't force the knife while you are moving the pick. When forced, the lock will start rotating depending on the pick position. The lock will rotate more or less. When you'll find the right position for the lock for the pick, force with the knife and the lock will open. If the pick is not in the right position and you force the lock, the pick will start losing durability. If you force the lock too much, the pick will break. You can decide to give up at any time by pressing that button.
So it is the Fallout
Pretty much.
sort of thing.
It's exactly the Fallout thing. Poop. Oh, oh, oh! Poop!
So close. Careful there.
Oh my gosh. Aha!
It was all
Watch,
the
it's
way
just
to the
one
left.
lockpick.
Tricky. Watch it be your force.
What are you doing in there? You managed to pick the lock, and now the container lies open in front of you. You look inside and find some valuable items which could prove useful. Throwing knives, lamps for corrosion, that could prove useful. Leather, superior leather, Larnorma bread, and gold crowns. I will take all of these things. Oh, my inventory's got to be getting full, doesn't it?
Well, you do have a separate
It
sack.
is full, but I do... Okay, yeah. Okay.
It's getting there.
Oh, yeah. Here, we'll go here.
What's that shiny third button?
Oh, hey, my dexterity went up, too. Shiny third button?
Okay.
Journal.
Yeah.
That's just my journal.
It's so shiny. Is there treasure in there?
Go character sheet. Alright. When you leave the store and return to the main street, a gust of icy wind bites into the exposed flesh of your face, and the sudden chill makes you shiver. The winter sun is completely obscured by the thick gray clouds, yet you are able to tell the time of day without its helpful presence. It is nearing midday. Do I meditate? Yes. I think that's a yes.
You should catch somebody else unaware. Woo.
I can stop it at any time. That's cool. Okay.
You are now centered and can catch people by
That
surprise.
That is
Unlike
neat, though. Like, I
before.
can choose, like, if I'm worried about fighting, I can just rest a bit. Oh, I was trying to move my character. Instead, I moved the map. Whee! You follow the main street, tense and alert, ever watchful for signs of human life and Gak raiders. Suddenly, the door of a nearby building is thrown open, and into the street pour a gang of Gaks, growling and waving their black-bladed weapons above their loathsome heads. You steel yourself for imminent combat, but your concentration is broken when you glimpse a human is among their number. It is a girl in her late teens with a short dark hair and sharp sparkling eyes. Judging from her appearance and her clothing, she doesn't look like a typical Rockstorn villager. Okay.
Do you? Punch her in the face.
Punch her in the face. It actually says that. You feel compelled to intervene. You'll fight the Gaks in the open. You use your camouflage skills and cautiously you observe the girl. You take advantage of the confusion to observe the girl. You launch a mind blast attack against the girl. I mean, Gaks. I'm going to use the Kai discipline to observe, because who knows? She may be with them, you know? They said it doesn't look like she's from here. So let's observe.
Alright.
Really? Alright, well. You call upon your Kai powers to help you blend into your surroundings. Oh, that's true, because his Kai powers actually, he does almost use magic to alter stuff. It's not just he's good at hiding, he can actually alter his, like, appearance and things. Your outline becomes blurry and hard to make out. Your face and hands change color, as does your clothing, to a mottled mix of grays and sooty black. You bring your breathing under control and stand perfectly and completely still. Suddenly, the girl breaks free from the gang of Gaks that surround her, and she runs into the middle of the street. Then she spins on her heel to face her pursuers. In the blink of an eye, she upholsters a small crossbow from beneath her cloak. It is unlike any crossbow you have ever seen before. It looks a lot like that one!
She can also do whatever.
I just want to point out, everyone, that I am so good at painting pictures with words that they look like actual pictures. Moving pictures.
What I don't get what you did with that picture was, what is she?
Yeah.
Is she flying?
She's hovering,
Superman?
like Storm.
I don't remember that.
This guy's just wavering back and forth,
I think he's just
teetering on the edge. Alright. She levels the strange crossbow at the leading Gak and sends a steel bolt straight between the creature's hateful eyes. How do you know they're hateful? Maybe he was the one kind-loving Gak. The other Gaks, confident that the girl's weapon is now empty, growl with glee and leap towards her. She fires again, and another Gak falls dead. Then another! The crossbow is reloading itself as fast as she can fire it. Her aim is excellent, and she makes sure that every shot counts. In a handful of seconds, she dispatches all of the Gaks. Not one of them is left alive! Then she holsters her weapon and sprints across the street towards the gabled house on the opposite side. And then we never saw her again. The girl is nowhere to be seen. You focus your gaze on the houses opposite and detect fresh tracks leading towards the front door of the largest house. It has escaped the fire that has ravaged much of this area, and clearly you can read the ornate sign fixed above the door. Redelian, the inventor. Stealthily, you approach the front door and twist the iron handle. It is locked.
Redelian.
Make your choice. Fist or lockpicks. Ram the door. Ram it.
Do you remember this game?
Okay.
Snoopy.
I say here. Okay, no. I say here. Nope. Alright, fine. How about over here? Son of a biscuit! Like she hears that from the other side of the door. What about here? No? How about all the way down?
Whoa, what the... You can go
Almost.
that far. Try straight left again, I guess. Worked last time.
Every lock is the same place. I wonder if the players will ever notice.
So he's like, wait a second.
I just imagine the girl's in the house and she just hears the other side of the door. Nope, son of a biscuit! You hear the click of the lock opening and you reach for the door handle. One twist and it opens easily on its well-oiled hinges. Cautiously, you enter the open doorway, and catch your first glimpse of the interior of Redelian's house. It is furnished with sturdy chairs and tables, all stacked high with blueprints of inventions, prototype clockwork devices, and tools of all kinds. Your eyes adapt quickly to the dark interior, and your ears detect the scurry of female feet shod in soft leather. From out of the shadows, the girl comes running towards you. "Who are you?" she demands. "I'm Lone Wolf, and I am your liege lord." What a dick! You reply, taken aback by her impertinent tone. "And who are you?" "I'm Leandra, Gen Redalian is my father.
I don't believe you.
Leandra's voice is tense and irritable. It's as if she resents having to answer your simple question. It's not how the villagers would normally address their liege lord, and you assume she must be in a state of shock. Yes, that can be the only reason. It cannot be that you were an ass. It must be that she's in a state of shock.
How dare she not respond to my word?
Thank you, my lord, she says, her voice thank you, my lord, she says, her voice dripping with sarcasm. So gracious of you to visit our humble little village. Such a pity you arrived too late. Far too late. God, let it go, okay? I didn't know there was a trap there. She's like, what?
I had a horse, I broke all of its legs.
I fixed it. It's fine now. Her harsh words shock you into stunned silence. How could he do that? You are a little unnerved by her disrespect and her belligerence.
Take her away!
I'm gonna kill your whole village now.
You can punch her.
Remain silent as you ponder the girls in irreverent manners. All things considered, you decide to address the girl as diplomatically as you can. You mean with politeness? I'm not sure I would call that diplomatically. I think I call that manners. But whatever. Sure. We'll go with that. The girl is clearly upset by the calamity that has befallen her village, her friends, and her family. And you came in here demanding she treat you like a lord. What an ass. Like you couldn't have thought about this beforehand? You soften your expression and try to console her sympathetically. I came as soon as I received word that you were in trouble. I sent an urgent message to the king, and he will send troops here to deal with the Gax. On that you can be sure. I would have been here sooner, but my horse broke all its legs. I fixed it. The girl nods her head, acknowledging your words of comfort, but she does not say anything in reply. You sense that she is not entirely convinced that that what you say will come to pass. She goes to the front door and closes it before she says anything more. The girl goes and stands next to, what is it? I don't know, this font is kind of hard to read. Latiste? Window at the front of the house. Anxiously, she peers into the street beyond. She is fearful that more Gax will arrive soon and try to break into her house. You stand on the other side of the window and try to get her to talk to you. Hey. Right here. No?
What you doing?
Together, you keep watch for marauding gangs of Gax. After a few minutes of uneasy silence, finally she relents and tells you what has happened in Rockstarn. She also tells you something about herself and her father, her famous father. A large raiding party of Gax, supported by the Drakarim, attacked the village the day before yesterday. They gained entry into the village by way of the large steam-powered elevator platform. This elevator is used to hoist wagons of barn and ore and convey miners to the floor of the sunken forest. Rockstarn was attacked during the day. From this fact, you deduce that the raiders were not focused upon killing the townsfolk. Since they launched their attack at a time when the village was least occupied, many of the villagers were down in the sunken forest when the attack began, either working in the mines or gathering timber. These lucky ones have all since taken refuge in the mines, which many well be the safe. The lucky ones have all since taken refuge in the mines, which may well be the safest place to be at present, and certainly the easiest to defend. Unfortunately, the timing of the attack caught the most vulnerable villagers unaware and underdefended. You recall the macabre sight that greeted your arrival, and the shiver runs through your spine. The armies of the Dark Lords are cruel beyond reason. They delight in murder and mayhem and know no other way. That is generalizing to a fault, sir? You are a racist. You can't know what every one of those Gax think.
But if they have freaking dark weapons, you die.
Leandra is unsure about precisely what the raiders came for, but she stayed behind to sabotage the elevator. She acted with the help of Tarlor, the village sheriff. By doing so, she would prevent the Gax from pursuing and killing her kinsfolk before they could reach the sanctuary of the mines. She has since played cat and mouse with the Gax, constantly moving.
And she won every game.
Constantly moving and hiding to avoid being captured or killed. She tells you that she removed 3 essential parts of the elevator mechanism: the compression valve, the drive chain, and the control handle. Huh. I wonder if those will ever become important.
Nah.
She has one of those parts in her pocket. It's the compression valve. The other 2 parts are in separate locations in the village. Leandra tells you that Tarlor, the sheriff, has the control handle, and that she hid the drive chain in the foundry near the ore smelting works, a large building located close to the cliff edge. Without these parts, the elevator is useless. The Gax cannot return to the forest floor. They are trapped here. The cliff is steep and sheer. It is too treacherous to descend by rope. Leandra is anxious to rejoin her father and the others who are now hiding in the mines. Rockstorm is far too dangerous a place for her to stay here any longer, but she is sorely aware that the only way down to the forest floor is by using the elevator. To do this, she must have all 3 of the missing parts so that she can refill them and get the elevator working again, and also allow all the Gax to get to her kinsfolk. Are we glossing over this part?
No, but she really wants to do that.
Like, okay, like from one standpoint, it's really dangerous for her here. I get that. She needs to be somewhere safe. But at the other standpoint, at the risk of everyone?
Alright, so our options are 2 people talking, a vase, and a throwing star.
I like it. Nicely done, Piph. You ask Leandra if she works as her father's assistant. You are impressed by Leandra's skills and you ask her about them. You feel the urge to move on. There's no time to lose. There's all the time in the world. We're impressed by her ability to fly.
Yeah, wait, how do you Superman?
You tell her that you are very impressed by the courage she has shown. Yeah, that too, I guess. You compliment... Oh, you compliment her smile? Your compliment makes her smile, but only a little. It's the first time you have seen her relax her stern expression. Yeah, but you've known her for like 2 minutes. How have you been able to survive? Oh, how have you been able to survive in a village full of enemies, you ask? Leandra's smile broadens. I followed my father's footsteps as an inventor, but my work is, how shall I say, less theoretical and more personal. She flicks back her cloak and reveals her holstered crossbow. I am a crack shot with this. It kept me out of harm's way so far, but now I have only a few bolts left. My ammunition is running out fast, so too, I fear, is my luck. She reaches to a velvet pouch hanging from her leather belt and withdraws her meager luck. The tangible luck that she keeps in her belt pouch. She clicks open a clasp and takes out a small metal cylinder, which she hands to you. I think this compression valve would be better off in your safekeeping. Please keep it secure. Our lives may depend on it. You take the compression valve and throw it out the window. And store it carefully in your backpack. Do I have room in my backpack?
Just cram it next to the bread, it's fine.
Huh. I guess I did. I remember key items don't actually take up space.
Yeah. Oh, what does that ring do? You have one.
+1 dexterity. Oh, that's why my dexterity went up. Sweet. Leandra stares directly into your eyes and says, "You are creepy and you smell of meat. Please go away." No. He looks into your eyes and says, "I am determined to join my father and my people in the mine. I have come here to pursue the raiders and avenge the destruction they have wrought." Oh, you have come here to pursue the raiders and avenge the destruction they have wrought. Is that not so? If you help me, then I will help you. You are going to need a working elevator to reach the forest floor. Without it, you will not be able to discover the reason for this attack. Are you sure? Couldn't I just, you know, not fix the elevator, keep all the Gax here, and hunt them down and interrogate them? I could...
Can't I just throw a rock at it?
Leandra says, when the Gax discovered that I'd sabotaged the elevator, they were furious. In their blind rage, they vandalized the pump room and the boiler house. I must go there and make good any damage to the pump and boiler. It's no good replacing the missing parts if there's nothing to power the elevator. And while you're taking care of that, I shall search for... Oh, sorry. And while you're taking care of that, I shall search for the missing parts, you reply. Leandra nods her approval. Remember, she says, Sheriff Tyler has the control handle... Okay, wait, no. Remember, Sheriff Tyler has the control handle, and the drive chain is hidden in the foundry. I had little chance to hide it properly. There were 2 Gax chasing me, as I recall. I threw it among some other chains where they were lying on the floor. It's very different to those chains. It's smaller, and it's well oiled. The foundry chains are dry and have much bigger links. Very good. This will help me find your parts, you reply. Your immediate tasks are now clear. You must find Sheriff Tyler and retrieve the control handle, and you must go to the foundry and discover the drive chain. Dun dun dun.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, it's all the things.
Sweet. So what I do pick does level me up. Sweet. Alright. Woot.
Very nice.
Blood and Snow. Blood on the Snow, Chapter 2.
Blood and snow, you know.
I should stop there, though. Can I save? Can I save?
Oh.
I would like to save.
Might auto-save.
I think it auto-saves, yeah.
Let's see, those options would probably have it. If there was one.
No, I'm sure it probably saved at that point, though. Alright, because I gotta stop for the die. So...